Trail 1, follow the path to Copla Cave. Okay, take Copla Cave to Trail 33. Okay, maybe this might not be where I need to go. What's up, agents? Zero here, and welcome to what may end up being a completely brand new series on the channel. This is called EvoCreo. Now, before we get started, I do have a few things that I do want to go ahead and mention. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's too much that I want to discuss, but if you guys are not interested in hearing what I have to say, there's going to be a timestamp up in the top left corner of the screen, so if you want to jump straight into the actual gameplay, you definitely can. But for the rest of you, as I mentioned, I have a few things I want to say. So first off, this is not the first time that I'm playing this on this channel. In fact, I have a playlist with 4 episodes already. That it was back from the early days of my channel. The reason why I ended up stopping that series wasn't necessarily because I wasn't really happy with the series. In fact, I like this game. It's actually kind of interesting. I stopped because at episode 4 I ended up switching video editors, and the video editor I ended up switching to was very notorious for actually distorting the audio upon saving. So the 4th episode sounded absolutely horrible. So I stopped that because I didn't want to have to continue with knowing that I was going to have horrible audio. Now this game is actually really interesting. If you are a fan of Pokemon games, then you are going to end up enjoying this particular series because, like Pokemon, it is monster battling and catching. However, that's pretty much where the similarities end. Okay? So the game mechanics are completely different. Granted, still turn-based, but still the mechanics are still different. And apart from Pokemon, so Pokemon, basically you're trying to go through the world catching as many Pokemon as you can, getting strong to eventually take on the league. Here, there is a legitimate storyline. Now, granted, I've not played any of the recent Pokemon games to know that there isn't a legitimate storyline, but still, this has a legitimate storyline, which is actually kind of interesting. We're going to see what that is. Now, one last thing I'm going to mention. This game is available on the App Store for 99 cents. Doesn't matter if you're iOS, doesn't matter if you're Android, it's available for 99 cents. There is a free version available for this game. However, it is strictly a demo. So if you guys want to try this game out for yourself before you decide to pay a full price for it, which again isn't too much, then go ahead and check out the demo. I don't know what's in the demo. I never downloaded the demo to know what's in it. All I know is that it is a demo. Anyway, without further ado, let me go ahead and get started into this game known as EvoCreo. So if I click on New Game and click on Empty, here we go. Hello, welcome to EvoCreo. A world filled with monsters called Creo awaits you. Before you start your journey, we have some questions we need to ask you. Are you a boy or a girl? Well, if any of you think that I'm actually legitimately a girl, you are honestly mistaken. Granted, I do have long hair for a guy, I will admit to that. What is your name? Alright, so let's go ahead and do what I would actually call my character. GER040, obviously. Are you sure you want to use his name? The selected name cannot be changed. Yes. Your sister will follow you on your adventure. What is their name? Alright, this is actually an interesting mechanic in this game, and something I did not mention. I've played this game before, however not all the way through, so this is going to be a partially blind playthrough. So basically, our sister is apparently our rival, I'm assuming, is how it works, because that's what I remember. And so, I'm going to do something that may sound a bit weird, but it's a name that I kind of have planned. So let me go ahead. I do not like the way this keyboard is set up. So here we go. So obviously she's going to have a name that's similar to mine with having a 0 in the name. So it's Andro. Excellent. You are ready to travel through the land of Zenith and take on all the challenges that await. Good luck. And here's the storyline. The monster inhabitants Creo have grown alongside man in this world. Early Creo were used for farming, hunting, sports, and even pets. Those that could link to and control the actions of the Creo were called EvoCers. When the Creo Wars encompassed the continent in the early history of man, EvoCers from every region fought for control. Though they were few in number, the war lasted several decades until countless lives went subsided. The tension between the regions was still high. To control the aggression and prevent an outbreak from occurring again, the regions agreed to hold a tournament. The games will be played with EvoCers in their Creo, thus the sport of EvoCreo was born. That's a lot to take in, Infinity, to start the game off. I mean, it is a straightforward storyline, I will admit, but it kind of scrolled through it a little fast. Okay, so here we go. Andrew says, Zero, where have you been? Father has been missing for a few days now, and you're here loafing around. Lano says some new information, wants to see us. Alright, so this is what's going on, if you couldn't quite tell. Lano says, I'm glad both of you are here. Now, before I go any further, I am not going to pretend to do any sort of voiceover because I'm just not good at it. So I'm just going to do my normal voice for every single character in the game, and I am going to be explaining the mechanics of this game in this video, which I want you guys to keep in mind for the rest of the series. Zero, as you know, your father and I are old friends. We had planned a meeting this morning, but he never made it. I went to his office and it looks like he left in a hurry. While in his office, I found some logos I believe belong to the group known as Shadow Hive. I worry something has happened to him. I know this is a lot to take in. I would encourage you not to do anything rash, but I know you take on after your father. Before you do anything, I think Golgo by a farm wanted some help. Alright. So, yeah, this obviously, as you can tell, is a little bit like a Pokemon game. I can't believe you forgot where Golgo is. Golgo works on the farm to the southeast of here. Alright. So, this game is pretty straightforward, all things considered. I should go visit Golgo and Lanos in Silicon Valley before I leave. Okay, the only reason I was going up there is because, like Pokemon, there are legitimate items dropped on the ground in random places that you can pick up, and I seem to remember, yeah, like for example right here, okay, so we can pick up an oak log. I don't remember, it was a long time ago that I've played this game. Even on my own, it's been a long time since I've played this game, and I don't remember what all these items actually do, and exactly where all of them are located either. What I do know, however, is we've got a mission technically ahead of us, and that's to go visit the farm. I should go visit... Okay, so apparently I can't go there. It's been a while since I played this game, even though I have played it. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to remember what I need to do. However, I do remember the actual mechanics of how this game actually ends up working. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, do I actually need to go this way and actually be a little up higher on the path? I think I do. Okay, so I can't go that way. Okay, so Andrew said the southeast, which means, yeah, this way. So apparently I need to go down over here. And hold on, where is Golgo actually? I have no idea where Golgo is. There we go. Found you. Golgo says, hey Zero, you're usually around, but you didn't show up last week. I was just taking these little guys out for some fresh air, but they're a handful. Hey, maybe you can help me. Why don't you take one of these fellers off my hands for a while? Boy, you sure got away with these, Creo. Gotta ask, which one's your favorite? Go ahead and talk to the Creo you like the most. Alright, now, I'm gonna say right now, I'm actually gonna go with the Creo that I'm actually most familiar with. And that's this one right here. Fern is a balanced Creo that can tackle any situation with ease. Is this your favorite Creo? I am inevitably going to say yes. However, right now I'm going to say no, because I want to show you what these other two Creo options that you guys have, so that if you guys decide you want to play this game, you know what your other options are. Okay, so both intelligent and agile. Dior can be difficult to take down. Alright, so that's Dior. And if you go ahead and take a look at this one, Rebus is a powerful Creo that dominates the battlefield. Alright. Now that's what your options are. And I'm going to say right now, if you're familiar with Pokemon, you're familiar with Pokemon Evolution. Creo Evolution, however, for at least these three Pokemon, to what I understand, or at least to Furin from what I understand, I'm pretty sure Dior, and I already forgot what the other one is at this point. Their evolution is actually a little bit different. I'll explain that a little bit later. Okay, I had an inkling that'd be the one. He really seems to like you. Oh, but I'm late for a meeting with Lanos. I'm sorry, Zero, but I have to run. Alright. So now we have Furin. And if we go ahead and open this up, okay, so apparently we actually can't go ahead and do that right now. Alright. Because the way this works, this is technically a tablet of all things it could be, and we don't exactly have all the apps on it that we're going to end up needing in order to actually be successful in this game. And I gotta remember which one is the building I need to be at. I think it's called Lanos Tech, if I'm being completely honest. I don't 100% remember. I know it's one of these buildings, and I need to remember, let's see, is it this one? No. Gosh, I really should have been playing this game a little bit more often than I have, because I have no idea where there we go, never mind. Alright, so we found Lanosoft. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so something you may have noticed if you were paying close attention, I just got plus 10 experience from walking in here. That is one of the mechanics that you can do in here, because the Creo in this game, this is one of the differences that there are between Pokemon and EvoCreo. You don't just level up your Creo, your character themselves can actually earn experience and level up and earn traits. And not like abilities, but traits. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what Lanos has to say. There we go. Lanos, well, look who it is. I see you've made a friend, Zero. You take on after your father. He was a natural evoker and became an evoking master by being the competition at the Coliseum. Huh. Those were the days. Don't be so glum, Lanos. Cheer up. Zero has the potential to be even greater than him. Agreed. If we are going to become an evoker, if you, I can't talk for whatever reason, and try to save your father, then you're going to need some help. Give me your tablet for a second. Okay, so as I mentioned already, that you're going to end up getting apps onto this tablet in order to be able to work. So he's working, okay, just uploaded some apps that our company has designed to keep evokers at the top of their game. Be sure to check them out when you get a chance, I think is what's supposed to say, but it didn't actually go there. Little fella, you take care of Zero, alright? You all be careful out there, Zero. The world can be a dangerous place. It's been great talking with you as usual, Lanos, but I have to get back to work. See you later. Zero, the world is filled with evokers trying to prove their worth. Your strength should come from your Creo, and theirs from you. I'm sorry I can't join you on your journey, but I will help you whenever and however I can on your journey. See if you can find other farmers in the world. They may be able to help you along your way. Also, please see your mother before you leave. You don't want her to worry. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our apps, shall we? As you can tell, we've got 3 new apps. We're going to get 3 more apps somewhere along the way, I'm pretty sure, because that's obviously how many are missing. So if we go into our bag, this is basically our inventory. We have no Zennies right now, I think is what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. So we have nothing in any of our bags. We've got health items. We have links, which these are basically Pokeballs, by the way. Links are Pokeballs. Key items. We have tomes, which are like HMs and TMs, I'm pretty sure. And general storage, which we have 2 oak logs, which we found picking up, but that is literally it. We have our Creo, which we can actually look at our Creo's stats. And here's something I'm going to show you guys right now. So if you look down at the bottom right in this area, it's affinity. And as of right now, there is no affinity. This is what makes Creo Evolution somewhat different than Pokemon, because when you have your starter Creo, at least here, they do not have a definitive affinity. They will actually evolve into something specific depending on what their affinity is. So my Fern actually has the ability to evolve into a few different items. Not items, I shouldn't be saying that. He has the ability to evolve into a few different Creo, but all depends on his affinity. Now, here we have the abilities that we have, and these are basically similar to Pokemon. However, you have 5 different abilities. You have a heal ability right here, you have 3 normal abilities, and an elite ability. Now, you actually will keep every single ability you earn, and you will be able to choose which abilities you have at any given time. And if you go ahead and tap on them, you actually get different stats as to what each ability is able to do. Alright, so that's enough about that. And if we go into our bio, so this is basically my stats. If you look right here, I have a little bit of XP. Those are the XP that I got from being in Lanos Tech. And apparently I can change my protagonist if I really want to. Alright, so that's just a little bit about how this game is going to end up working. And you may have noticed we also have a shop button, which I'm not online right now. We have save and main menu, which pretty much are self-explanatory. Now, I'm already looking at my time. Don't know whether or not I'm going to have a whole lot of time to be able to do too much, unless I go ahead and make this first episode half an hour long, even though I technically tried to strive for 20 minutes. Okay, Dr. Finity. Hey, Zero, my name is Dr. Finity. I heard you just became an invoker from Lanos. I represent a research firm in Fortune City that specializes in Creo data acquisition and invoker performance. We developed a map app that will help you keep track of where you are and where you need to go. Let me see your tablet. Okay, so we are now getting another app on our tablet. Nice. Now you can look at the map of Zenith and keep track of where you've been and where you need to go. Good luck on your journey. Alright, so now if we go ahead and open this up, as you can tell, we now have a new app on our tablet, a map. And we go ahead and take a look right here. This is where we are right now, Silicon Valley, and I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we need to go to Old Town, I'm pretty sure, because that's where our mom actually is. And Lano said we should probably go say goodbye to her before we go anywhere else. And I actually don't remember which one is our house. I'm going to assume if I just go straight forward, yeah, there we go, we found her. Just like your father, you're always dashing off on your adventures. He wouldn't approve, but if no one's going to help him, it's up to us. We're all he has. Here, take this. I received 500 Zenny, I think is what it's called. I actually have to look over on the EvoCreo wiki to figure out what this money is actually called, because I'm pretty sure it may not actually be Zenny. And take these. You received 5 links. Again, these are like Pokeballs. They were your father's. They will do you more good than him. Good luck and stay safe. Alright, so there we just went ahead and got pretty much all the stuff that we're going to end up needing in order to get started. And so let me go ahead and take a look at my map. Okay, I'm assuming I need to go, yeah, I need to go to 50 Acre Woods, I think. So, oops, I just hit the home button. I did not mean to do that. Thankfully, I just resumed. Alright. Sorry about that, guys, but it's fixed now. Alright, so now that we have pretty much everything that we're going to need, I think we're ready to go ahead and get started on our little adventure. And Trail 1. Okay. I'm assuming this is where we need to go. Trail 1, follow the path to Copla Cave. Okay, take Copla Cave to Trail 33. Okay, maybe this might not be where I need to go. Alright, so I'm going to assume... Yeah, because I remember I do need to go to 50 Acre Wood to start off with. I do remember that much. It's just been so long since I played this game, I just don't remember where I need to go. I'm going to assume maybe if I go this way, I should be fine. And we've got an item right here. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Hey, is that yours? No, then you shouldn't be taking it. Now go away. Oh, come on. It's not like it's yours either. Why am I not allowed to have that? Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, so let's see. This leads to 50 Acre Woods. Use caution, insect Creo swarm in the area. Alright. Now, one thing I do remember from... I'm about to head into the 50 Acre Wood, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. Links to capture Creo, Shifa drops to heal my Creo, Boil drops to cure conditions off my Creo. Yep, that's everything. If you're going out there, then you'll need this. I've received a Shifa drop. Good luck. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how many we actually end up getting. We got 1. Alright, I guess that'll be fine. Alright, so I remember seeing at least 1 Dior. Actually, I shouldn't be saying 1. I've seen some Dior in this area on my previous playthrough. It was not easy to catch because it's a random chance that the Dior will actually appear, and even then, they're not the easiest thing to catch. Alright, so we got ourselves an NPC that we're going to be talking to. This is Maestro. Hey buddy, the name's Maestro. I'm in the process of researching about evokers and learning to become one myself. What? You just became an evoker? Wow. You and your Creo can get injured if you don't have the experience to fight higher level EvoCreo battles. Let's battle and I'll give you a few tips if you can beat me. Now, this battle is going to be the end of the episode. I'm going to get through this battle and then I'm going to end the episode off here because I feel I need to explain how the battling mechanics actually work in this game. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what he's got. He's got a DR, so we are now going to use Fern. So we have down here are different tactics that we can use. We have Run, which we're in a evoker battle. We can't do that. This right here is our bag. This, I'm pretty sure, is our Lynx, which again is Pokeballs. I'm gonna not say that anymore for the rest of the series. Just keep that in mind. And then this one right here is our attacks. Now, as of right now, we only have 2 abilities right now. We have this one right here, which is our heal ability, and this one right here is our attack right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and say right now that if I go ahead and attack, you're not actually going to see any difference whatsoever. But I will say that you see these green bars, they're up above each of the abilities. This is going to come into play for every single ability, but as you can tell, this green bar didn't do anything. For the majority of abilities, there is actually a recharge time. Now, in Pokemon, as you guys are probably aware, you have a certain amount of times you're actually allowed to use a move before you completely run out. That is not the case. This is run strictly off of a recharge system. So you can use pretty much any move you want so long as it's charged. And if I were to use my heal ability, I'm fairly certain this heal ability would drain, and I would end up having to wait for it to recharge. But for right now, let's go ahead and scratch this Dior, because that's pretty much the only thing we can do right now. Alright. And it seems like we've actually got some fairly good defense to start off with. It's actually a little bit of a surprise. Alright, now one last thing that you're going to end up seeing is this button right down here. It obviously says auto, and if the text on it wasn't specific enough, basically what it does is that instead of you battling, it basically lets the computer battle for you using the best combination of abilities that you have. I personally don't like using auto. However, for those of you who are going to be playing along with me, should you decide you want to get this game, if you want to use auto, that is perfectly fine. I won't judge you for it. Alright. So, it looks like the Dior is just about done, which is actually not too bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up and see if it does in fact require any form of recharge. Yeah, as you can tell right here, there is no bar down here this time, which means it actually needs to recharge. So if I go ahead and, yeah, recover is still charging. Okay, as I mentioned, yeah, that's what's going on here. Alright, granted, I didn't exactly need to use recover because I was doing fine. It was at least a smart move because I'm going to be encountering, as the other guy mentioned, Bug Creo. Okay, so gain 92 XP, and this up here is actually the XP of our character. Player defeated Maestro. Alright. You just won your first EvoCreo battle. I received 23 Zenny for winning. Alright. Well, you've got a great bond with your Creo. Well, a deal is a deal. Let me see your tablet for a second. Alright. Okay, just upload a tutorial app that I have been working on. It has the latest information that I've been gathering on evokers and the art of evoking. Check it out frequently as I will be posting updates to the app as I learn more about evokers. Besides that, I can't wait to see you two battle again. Maybe we'll meet in Plante City. I'm registering for a tournament at the arena to determine who's the best evoker in the region. Maybe you should too. Anyway, see you later. Alright, so now we actually have access to the tutorial section of our tablet. So we can actually easily take a look at pretty much anything we want to know about this game. Which, I think this tutorial was actually a little bit late if I'm being completely honest. But the fact that we have it now is actually good. Now we do obviously have one final app that we are still missing. I know what this app is. However, I'm actually not going to spoil what this app is for at least right now. Anyway, as I mentioned, I was going to wait until after that battle to end the episode off, and I'm going to hold that true. So this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.